Four main packers control 85% of the supply chain in the beef industry today. Two of them are foreign owned.
Why would we do this?
Why do we do this? In order to gain control of production and consumption, they have to have control of food production. And the very ground level of food production is farmers and ranchers. And what do farmers and ranchers have? They have land. For the global elite to have control of all production and all consumption, they have to have control of the land. The only reason they haven't won, and we're not going to let them win.
Hey fam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good Friday. It's Friday, y'all. What are we sipping on? What are we sipping on? What are we eating on? We going out to eat? We cooking at home? I know myself, I went out to a little get together, my girl's cousin's birthday. So I ate like a pig yesterday. So today I told my lady, I want some carne asada, some jalapenos, and maybe some shrimp with that. So that's what we're getting. After this video, I'm going down to the market, getting some meat, getting some shrimp. It's gonna be a good Friday, y'all. Might get a little non-alcohol beer or sip on a sparkling, but for right now I'm sipping on water. But let me know down below, what's the menu looking like and what's the drink menu looking like? But hey, we're back with another reaction, y'all. We got a global power outage, internet outage. We're gonna get into all that right now. Hopefully I can upload to YouTube, but we're gonna get into that right now. So sit back, relax, get your drink, get your plate, and enjoy the show, y'all. See you guys at the end.
Why doesn't anyone talk about this? Evidence has just been released on the existence of ancient underwater cities. Our history is much different than we've been taught. In 1985, an ocean expedition by the National Institute of Oceanography discovered an ancient underwater city called Dwarka off the coast of India. The city not only contains intricately carved structures and road systems, but also mechanisms that once used to move. They must have had access to knowledge that made them extremely advanced. But here is where it gets crazy. This city was written about in the Mahabharata. In the ancient Hindu text, it is known as the Gated City and is one of the 7 pilgrimage sites. At its peak, there were 900,000 royal palaces, all constructed with crystal, gold, and emeralds. The team at the end of their expedition said that the evidence confirms the existence of a city in 1500 BC. And it is also reasonable to assume that it is the city mentioned in the Mahabharata. But this is where things get even crazier. It is also said to be where Krishna, the Hindu god, used to live.
I must be out there in Missouri, right? Remember we saw that video on my clips the other day of prepping for a natural disaster? Now, I forgot to tell you guys this, but remember a couple weeks ago, a month ago maybe, I went down to Arizona to visit family. On the way out there, you know, it was just desert driving out there, railroad track. So on the railroad track, it had to be about 2 miles long, y'all. Nothing but military vehicles on that railroad. Tanks, Hummers, big old just military vehicles, y'all. A bunch of tanks. So I don't know. I think something's going to happen. We saw yesterday breaking news that Biden's going to step down this weekend. We'll get more into that in tomorrow's video. I felt like today we had the power outage, so we stuck to that topic a lot in these clips today. But Biden stepping down's got COVID. Trump got shot. Now the biggest tech outage in human history is happening today. We'll get a little more into it. I got a good thought on this, so I want to dive a little deeper into it.
I don't like to speculate about things that are going on, ever, but I will say, with my full chest, this outage, I actually work for an airline, so all of the planes and stuff being grounded, and the fact that American, Delta, United all asked for the FAA to approve that we ground all of the planes. Number one, as an employee, concerning. But I just think it's weird that everything that they're saying, like, oh, it has to do with, like, the Microsoft PCs, Microsoft this, Microsoft that. We have known that at some point, some cyber attack was going to happen on America. If this all has to do with Microsoft, what the fuck is going on in the Vegas casinos? Why does Microsoft Teams work? Why do we want to ground planes if it just has to do with Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand that we use like technology and whatnot and stuff like that, but like in the flight deck, and I don't have a good feeling about this, like, at all.
Me neither.
Grounding planes is a big deal. It's a big deal. And we don't just do it to do it. Like, that's how I know this is bad. Because not only would for airlines to motion to have the FAA ground planes without the FAA just being like, we're grounding planes, lets me know that it is a greater issue. And obviously it is a safety issue. 1,000%. I just think that it's very interesting because the amount of money that airlines will lose just for grounding their planes is a number that I don't think anyone could fathom. Like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on? Anyway, just thought it was weird. Think it's shady. What do y'all think?
It says
It's pretty deep, right? That's coming from an airline employee that knows a little how crazy it is for airlines to be grounded, right? It's been, what, 23 years? Pretty damn close to 23 years. Another couple months, 23 years since flights have been grounded, right? September 11th, 2001. Last time all flights were grounded. So this is a big deal. They don't just do this for nothing. So I don't know. I'm starting to get the sense that one of these days, right? We've been seeing these cyber attacks or power outages or, hacks, right? For a while happening recently, right? One of these days, we got some Leave the World Behind clips coming up. They're not going to turn them back on. And then what? Right? And then what? One of these days, they're not going to be able to turn these back on.
that all the city lights are off due to the national emergency. Seems so confused. At the same time, the TV screen shows the message that there is a global cyber attack. The following day, Rose wakes Amanda and says that she has to see the last season of Friends, but there is no internet. Amanda tells her to wait, as there is a national blackout. With so much anxiety, Rose goes outside and sits beside the pool.
4 main packers control 85% of the supply chain in the beef industry today. 2 of them are foreign owned.
Why would we do this?
Why do we do this? In order to gain control of production and consumption, they have to have control of food production. And the very ground level of food production is farmers and ranchers. And what do farmers and ranchers have? They have land. For the global elite to have control of all production and all consumption, they have to have control of the land. The only reason they haven't won, and we're not going to let them win, is because the American cattle rancher owns his land. Everything we talk about goes back to liberty and freedom. Are we able to produce it the way we see fit?
Right? And look what they're trying to control. Our food, our land. Because guess what? When they can't turn the power back on, they control how much we get, if any, right? We might be just left to starve. We got a clip coming up of what's going to happen, when humans get hungry, starve, how much of our primal instincts kick in where it's kill or be killed, right? It's kind of scary that it's strategic, right? Dr. Phil talks about China buying all the land by our military bases. Right? A lot of our food we get from overseas, China. All of our products we get from China. One of these days, y'all, I think they're not going to be able to turn these systems back on. And it's just a snowball effect from there, right? From the airlines down to the ships, down to... It's all over. It's getting scary, y'all. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Maybe wanting to, I don't know if it's the dad instincts kicking in on me. Look at me. Or what, but I kind of want to just stock up here little by little, right? Just it's better to have a little than none at all, right? Because right now I got none.
Today could take down the U.S. electric grid. All they need is one long-range ICBM. They've got them. Nuclear weapon does blast. thermal radiation. These were designed to have maximum EMP output. So a small yield weapon of North Korea going off basically anywhere over the US at a wide range in latitudes, doesn't have to be accurate, can take down our electric grid for at least a year, possibly several years.
That was an ex-military intelligence officer on Dr. Phil, of all places, telling us what he thinks could very well happen this year, 2024. But that was not all. Check this out.
Well, as an intelligence officer, we track threats, and the threats are actually increasing. We have powers that can make a threat, more so in the bioweapons era today. That's really a much bigger threat than nuclear war. Bad guys can design more lethal violence. Modify H5N1, for example. When H5N1 becomes human transmissible, 1 billion may die of the virus. More will die from the collapse that results. When you're starving, you'll do what's necessary to keep you and your family alive. And a lot of people, if necessary, will kill to survive.
Believing we're about to have a nuclear war. They've already tried to kill Trump. They're going to do it again. And so I feel guilty literally talking to you and saying we're about to see the end of civilization. Right now on the road we're on the like you got your GPS, you're driving this restaurant, you're driving this place, you're going to the beach. We're not going to the beach, folks. We're going to thermonuclear war and the end of civilization and total death. And I don't say that to be dramatic. I literally was sitting here and you were asking me what's happening next, and I started to vomit. Yeah. Guys, I'm tough, okay? I'm tough.
There is an extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that sect, period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion? That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers. Containers of? Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers, and that's how we're mentioned in the document. That religion was specifically created so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the container. The souls, meaning well, the souls or the bodies, whatever. That's meaning like we're containers for souls that they're going to use at some other point, right? And that they had something to do with different prophets and biblical figures. Yeah.
Wow. Deep.
This is the first time in history this NOTAM systems has ever failed. It is also the first time since 9/11 that all American airlines have been grounded. According to
A bunch of journalists went to assemble.
Before we get into that, anybody out there feeling the effects of this global outage? I'm not feeling nothing out here. I haven't tried to upload to YouTube, right? Who knows if I'm gonna have a video out today, right? But my internet's working. My girlfriend, she's off today, but she was telling me that the DOJ, Department of Justice, got hacked. So where we're at is okay, but a lot of the courts, all those out, a lot of them in the big places, it's not letting people log in. It's hacked. So I think the kettle is getting hot, y'all, if that makes sense to you guys. I think it's gonna start. I don't know what it is with election. Look what happened last election year. Think about it. 2020. What happened? What happened? The whole world shut down. And I don't think there's no coincidence that that was an election year. The whole world shut down. How many people did we lose to COVID? You guys are going to call me, I don't know, 100,000? I don't know. What? I don't remember. But that's besides the point. A lot of people died. The world shut down. Couldn't go to the grocery stores. Couldn't go to the gym. Couldn't go to get a haircut. That was during an election year. And guess what? That was to get somebody out of power. Trump, right? Right? That was to get Trump out of power. The riots, right? The Black Lives Matter riots. That was to get him out of office. They got him out of office. Now he's coming back. They tried to kill him. Now they're getting the president, that's the president now, to step down. Pelosi, Obama, trying to get him out. Obama created a movie of the world ending, leave the world behind. Today's the biggest tech outage in the human history. This is a movie we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. This is a movie we are living in, and I think the end of the movie is coming up. I really do. It is a scary world we're living in.
Francisco this past week to Pride Month. I don't know if you've seen the videos. I'm definitely not going to be playing the clips. Maybe show it to you afterwards. If I show you the clips, you won't believe what's going on in the streets. Kids are standing out there. Men are butt naked with nothing to be shown. And cops, people go up to cops. Are you going to do anything? Did you see a man is on his knees doing what you think is doing to another man while he's peeing on him? They go to the cops and saying, there's kids on the sideline. This is okay? Yeah, we can't do nothing about it.
Crazy.
What's made any political leader, society, people to think that's normal? Because in no possible way is that normal. When I was in the military, there were plenty of guys in the military that were gay. It wasn't something where we sat there and we're like, oh my God, just all right, man, do your thing. We're going to do our thing. Everybody's good to go.
This is a little off topic, but I'm going to give you guys a little gem, right? I got my girlfriend a Stanley Cup a little while back, right? When we were first dating. I'm a cheap ass. I ain't going to go buy myself a $40 cup. So I got me the little $15 Walmart Ozark Trail Stanley. I'll always be one of these. And honestly, I think this one is way better than the Stanley because I've used hers and the straw isn't as smooth. It doesn't keep your water as cold as this Ozark Trail one. $15 at Walmart, different colors. I got the white one. Highly recommend these to y'all. Keep your water ice cold all day. All right, back to the video.
Still blows my mind that almost everybody we talk to literally still has no idea that polyester, nylon, clothing, yoga athletic outfits are literally all made of pure plastic, polyethylene terephthalate made from oil. And is chemically processed with a bunch of endocrine disrupting, hormone disrupting chemicals that can give you disease, to give you the whole tangent. They literally have no idea. People are paying very high prices for plastic clothing, and they have no idea it's plastic. Because they're really good at tricking you. They can really get some plastic and make it feel pretty decent. And the reason why I think this is such a serious issue, and the reason why we've basically put all of our efforts and energy and design into this issue, is because our whole entire lives are surrounded by toxic plastics and chemicals. And those toxic plastics and chemicals are leaching everywhere. They're airborne and they're leaching into our body. We're consuming it through our mouth and we're absorbing it through our skin.
Well, you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
Are you a Zionist?
Yes. Now you'll be able to make a lot out of it because people don't know what a Zionist is. Do you know what a Zionist is?
I just ask questions, I don't answer.
The Wi-Fi isn't working.
We are seeing ongoing cyber attacks across the country.
Something is happening, and I don't trust them.
Multiple hospital systems down. Coincidence?
Our systems are down, and my friends in our group chat told me that at their hospitals, their system's down too. Kind of like the whole T-Mobile or no, AT&T, or when the cellular was out. Kind of like that, I guess, but our system is down for charting, and my friends at other hospitals' systems are down. Coincidence? I don't know.
First Trump, then Biden with the COVID, now internet global outage. And people are still on here looking for girls shaking their ass or whatever, or somebody to make you laugh with a comedy, or a dog walking up and down the damn street. And people, the least interested posts on here are the ones that's trying to prepare the people for what's about to come. It's sad to me because when it does come, people gonna be jumping on here trying to find out, okay, what do we do? Too late for you. You wanted to go out and party and do all these things that really didn't have a bearing on what's going on today. Been preaching about prices too high, government against us, they trying to destroy us, they trying to demolish us. We got many people on here actually trying to speak to the people and wake them up and try to unite before it's too late. And I do say before it's too late because you trust me, that's coming real fast.
I really think so.
The internet outage, that's one thing. Imagine when the power grid go, and I say when it go. Trust and believe that's on their table. They got bunkers. They are set to leave us up here to scramble on our own for survival. And that's exactly what we'll be, on our own. Nobody comes together. Now, when it does happen and you didn't get a chance to get out there to meet the people, talk to them, and try to come up with a strategy or plan, you're not going to trust nobody, and they're not going to trust you. You and your family hurting in there. Maybe you didn't go shopping yet. Maybe your plans was I'll go shopping next week and fill up the house or whatnot. What if next week never comes? And what I mean by that is, what if the stores shut down completely? And I know people saying, we're going to ransack the store. You don't want to go in that mess. Because I can guarantee you there's going to be some dead people in them stores or right outside them stores. But if you prepared yourself and you come together with the people closest to you, and I'm not talking about family millions of miles away, 1,000 miles away. I'm talking about those right there in the vicinity you are, so y'all can protect one another during a bad time. People, truthfully, you can sit back on your couch and just think it ain't going to happen, or you can think, man, whatever happens, I don't care anymore. That's on you. But remember one thing, you've been warned. When it does happen, don't look for people to come to rescue you when they already know you didn't want a part of it anyway. You got your opportunity to stand up and come into it. So whatever happens, happens. It's on you. What you gonna do with it?
This kind of stuff right here. This kind of stuff right here is why I don't play around in the water. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this damn thing. This is why I don't play around in the water. I don't do it. No, this kind of stuff right here. This kind of stuff right here is why I don't play around in the water. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
Looks like a submarine until its neck starts curling.
They lied to you. The pyramids of Antarctica aren't just snow-covered mountains. They're remnants of an ancient, advanced civilization. But that's not even the craziest part. In recently declassified documents and satellite images, there are unmistakable pyramid-like structures buried under the Antarctic ice. So, how old are these pyramids? And who built them? This is where things get really interesting. Ancient maps, like the Piri Reis map, depict Antarctica without ice, showing detailed coastlines and even mountain ranges. This implies that advanced civilizations knew about Antarctica long before modern explorers. New research and excavations suggest that these Antarctic pyramids were built by an advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago, possibly even predating the last ice age. But once the ice covered the continent, their structures were buried and their technology lost, hidden away from the world to protect it from being misused.
He gave a warning, and he said it could go either way. It could go in 467 days, or whatever, from September the 15th to December the 25th of 2024. He said that it's basically the time frame of what a great shifting that's coming place. Okay, I believe with all my heart we can stop all of the drama from happening. Remember when I told you back? It was one of my first videos I ever did on here when the Lord warned me about the elections, and He told me, He said, Brandon, what's happened in America is a culture decline.
Snowing in South Africa? Is that normal or no? I'm not up to my South Africa weather. Don't look normal. It don't look normal at all.
Well, guys, this is a male ostrich. What's the benefit from that good sense of sight?
Like the movies. I had nightmares of that.
Wait a minute, what? What? What?
Oh, I'm going to break it down. I'm about to blow your mind with the information about Blackstone, so stay till the very
I
end.
did this.
This is freaking me out. It's almost funny how much I'm getting banned right now. So just look at my pinned videos. Both pinned videos have a ton of views. The one that does not have any views is the one you should watch, because that's what they're trying to keep from you. That's my hint. Now let's get to the Blackstone information. Blackstone beats genetic privacy suit over ancestry acquisition. So Blackstone now owns all the genetic information you send to them if you ever were like, I want to find out where I'm from. Ancestry.com. Blackstone Incorporated defeated a proposal, class action, alleging that its $4.7 billion acquisition of Ancestry.com. $4.7 billion to own your DNA. Sounds like a deal to me. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit said Monday that plaintiffs Carolyn Bridges and Raymond Cunningham, good for them, by the way, that they even did this lawsuit. They just didn't have enough information. The court affirmed a lower court's dismissal of the lawsuit for failure to state a claim. That just means you got a bad lawyer, or you're not really doing it right. But just in case you guys gave your DNA away, because you wanted to know if your ancestors were from Britain or Ireland, they own you now. And with this awesome genetic manipulation called the mRNA, you don't think that all kind of come together right now over you? Yeah.
According to your statement, it was a single content update that has managed to shut down air travel, credit card payment systems, banks, broadcasts, street lights, 911, emergency around the globe. Why is there not some kind of redundancy or some sort of backup? How is it that one single software bug can have such a profound and immediate impact?
Well, when you look at the complexity of cybersecurity, you're always trying to stay one step ahead of the adversaries. Excuse me. Man, just 1 second, please.
Oh yeah, take a drink of water.
All right, CaveFam, there you have today's reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said before, let me know down below, anybody dealing with this outage. Hopefully we can get this YouTube video up today. Looks like my YouTube's working, so I don't see why it shouldn't upload. But anyways, y'all, this is Segovia. Don't forget, what's on the drink menu? What's on the menu? Let me know down below. Made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. 10,000 subscribers are doing a huge giveaway. I don't know what we're gonna give away. Microphone, studio light, Elgato face cam, whatever y'all want. $100 gift card to Amazon so you can buy whatever the hell you want. We're gonna do it, y'all, but let me know down below. Anyways, this is Segovia signing out of the man cave. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow on Saturday. Later.